We're back! On this week's show, we've got Alex Honnold free solos El Cap again. We've got the roundup of the Olympic qualifying series in Shanghai. Didier Berthod finally climbs Cobra Crack. Anak Verhoeven is back on the 9B counter.
So Terry, where have you been for the last 6 months?
Where have you been all my life?
Very nice.
It's the Rihanna song.
Oh yeah, of course. I know it well.
Yeah.
But where have you been?
I've been busy climbing.
Nice.
And I've heard that you're running a lot.
I'm running, yeah. We're just like running climbing machines, doing lots of stuff outside. But we've been away for 6 months. We thought we'd have a little bit of a hiatus from the new show because we had other stuff that we need to do, other really important stuff, right?
Super important. But essentially, this week we've got really good climbing news. So that's why we decided to come back.
Yeah, exactly. So first up, we've got the Olympic qualifications from Shanghai.
The Olympic qualifying series in Shanghai featured 3 main stages. The initial qualification round, the semi-final round that narrowed 20 athletes to 8, and the final round where the athletes will get the most points for the next stage. Let's start with the boulder and lead combined comp. The men's round concluded with an impressive victory by South Korea's Do-yeon Lee, who like Alberto topped the lead route but had 10 more points from the boulder round. Ondra dominated the boulder round, and even though he had a slip earlier than expected, he secured enough points and got the bronze medal. In the women's event, 20-year-old British climber Erin McNeice emerged as the breakout star, advancing steadily into the finals where she flashed 2 boulders and earned a high score on the lead route to secure the bronze medal. It might be surprising that Cheon-seo still hasn't qualified for the Olympics, given her multiple lead World Cup victories. Cheon delivered an outstanding performance with the highest score on the lead route, earning the silver medal. USA's Brooke Raboutou dominated the boulder round, topping 3 out of the 4 problems and achieved a solid score on the lead route. On to the speed comp. In the women's small final, Dinh Yu faced off against Natalia Kaluchka, with Kaluchka securing the bronze medal. The battle for gold was between Ria Salsaliba and Yafei Zhu, with the Chinese athlete Zhu winning with a time of 6.54 seconds. In the men's small final, Chinese climber Jingshang Wang competed against Ukrainian climber Yaroslav Tak, with Wang taking 3rd place. The big final saw the face-off between Beng Wu and Frederic Leonardo, with Leonardo narrowly winning by 0.05 seconds.
So a lot to unpack.
A lot to unpack. It was 3 days of live stream, the qualifying semifinals and
intense
finals.
Viewing. Let's just unpack some of it. What's some of the talking points that we could think of?
I mean, I don't know how to feel about the competition itself, because usually we see one of these comps and then they get the spots for the Olympics. Instead, this is part 1 and there's part 2 in a month. Let's see how they all do.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you divide a film up into series, and then you just left hanging after the first one.
But
I reckon it kind of works.
It's like you can make predictions now.
Yeah.
I think by now we saw the winter training that paid off, and it was cool to see a couple of athletes back, like Ondra. While I was watching though, I was kind of getting nervous when he was bouldering because he was waiting so long between attempts, and you would just see the clock running down. I was like, oh, he hasn't bouldered in a while. Stop him, go for it. He knows when to perform.
He knows when to perform.
Indeed.
For me, what's interesting is that there's 10 places up for grabs in each gender.
Yes.
And so the guys who made it to the finals, if they just play it if they get to the next finals, they basically made it.
They're in.
Yeah. But if they get to the next semi-finals, they've got a good shout.
But even now, for the athletes that were in the semi-finals, still have a lot to play for in the next round.
What do we think? What's the lowest that they performed in this one that they can still qualify? Maybe 20th?
I mean, they can get the first spot in the next one. You know, if it's your day, somebody that was 20th, it could just be their day.
I think now's a good time to cut to an interview that we did with Svana Björnsson,
yes,
who has a series out on Epic TV at the moment that follows her kind of journey trying to qualify for the Olympics, in which she talked to us after the latest round.
Hello, my name is Svana and I'm climbing for Iceland. So last week I was at the first stage of the OQS in Shanghai, and it was a very impressive event, super well organized, beautiful location, so I really enjoyed it. For me, the competition itself was pretty hard, to be honest, and I'm not too happy about my performance. Well, I'm like half happy about bouldering and half unhappy about it. And for lead, I'm a bit disappointed because I made a clipping mistake, and then I was a bit stuck. All this frustration and disappointment just made me even more motivated. So I'm gonna keep training and try to give my best at the second stage of the OQS in Budapest.
Qualification round didn't quite go as planned. She kind of didn't get enough points to qualify for the semi-finals, let's say.
Indeed, yeah, but she's going for that like universality place. So, I mean, she has the next round ahead. It's in a month. You know, they all go back to train, and she gets a second go in that second round.
Exactly. But if you want to follow her journey, there is a series on Epic TV. We normally talk about media a little bit later on in the show, but this is a good opportunity to talk about hers. 2 episodes in, there's more episodes to come.
And the video is on the Epic TV channel. Unlike the lead finals of the women's final of this comp, that's like not on YouTube. The video doesn't load on the Olympic channel. It's quite annoying, to be honest. Yeah, because I mean, Brooke did this amazing like bouldering round, and it's so cool because that's online and you can actually watch it. And then
yeah, she absolutely destroyed it. She finished way above everyone else, right?
Yeah, and like she got
Yanyaed it.
But honestly, she did, because like it was on boulder number 2. She topped it, and the other competitors couldn't get past the first zone. So it was a really impressive bouldering round from Brooke.
What I've noticed though is that like there's a lot of climbers that didn't do so well in the boulder round, in the final especially. This is maybe more applicable in the men's, and then they did really strongly in the lead, and that really bumped them up. Whereas in the women's, it's kind of similar though. It's kind of similar story. Apart from Brooke, who did really well in the boulder, did quite well in the lead.
But I think this is like, I guess, a bigger discussion on this whole scoring system. Because like we said in the past, like a lead route is meant to be topped. Like somebody is meant to like walk away with 100 points.
Yeah, exactly.
And instead in the bouldering round, like a flash, you're already at like minus 0.1, minus 0 point numbers anyway. Yeah.
No, but it's true. Like it does kind of hand the advantage to the lead climbers a little bit. So, for example, in the men's, Hamish McCarthy had a really good bouldering round, and in the lead didn't do so well, and he dropped right down, back almost to the bottom. So it's not obviously ideal. I know it's complicated, but it's, you know, I guess it begs the question of like, will the next Olympics they just be 3 separate medals for each thing?
Hopefully,
Fingers
crossed. But guys, let us know what you think of this whole scoring system down below. It's definitely better than when speed was involved. Yes. I gotta say, that was the nice thing of seeing this comp, is that who was like formerly a lead climber now also improved a lot in their bouldering. It was cool to see the athletes actually like level out and improve in both categories.
There's a couple of climbers who I'm quite excited about who still have a good chance. So Megos made the semis.
Yes.
Stefano Gossolfi made the semis.
Yeah.
So like a lot of those climbers have really, really good chances of getting through. Molly Thompson-Smith made the semis. There's a good Belgian representation. Hannes van Duizen made the final. We've got a very strong Belgian Epic TV representative at the moment. He's very excited in the office at the moment. Should we move on to the next story?
Yes, we've got...
Speed. Should we talk about speed a little bit before we do that, in fact?
Did you watch the speed?
I watched a little bit of speed.
It's a really quick competition to see live, because by the moment you want to put it on, it's gone, because it's so speedy.
But to be fair, like the times are super fast. They didn't quite get Patrick Watson's didn't quite take his World Cup record back. Vendrick Leonardo, but he got pretty close. He got like the Asian record to take the win. But like Vendrick has basically been the number one guy for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And then is it Samuel Watson or Patrick Watson?
Samuel,
Watson. Samuel Watson, but then he's come on the scene super fast, he's kind of come out of nowhere. So that's really cool. And then there were some kind of like records in the women's speed as well. But I think that, I think, as a spectacle, is going to be really, really special when it comes to Olympics.
It's more that it's insane that now, remember when like sub-5 used to be a thing of like who can get like sub-5 seconds? Now during the competition, they score sub-5 regularly.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, soon they're just going to be like...
Done.
Yeah. The quickest competition
Start.
ever. Right, anyway, let's talk about the next story, which is...
A 9B story from Spain, since Anak Verhoeven sent her hardest route to date. Belgian rock climber Anak Verhoeven has climbed her first 9B with the ascent of Planta de Xiva, a 45-meter climb in Villanueva de Rosario, a cave in Andalusia, Spain. This route was vaulted by José Irigoyen and Manolo Castillo, and it was first climbed as a single pitch by Adam Ondra in 2011. On this route in 2017, history was made when Angela Eiter became the first woman to climb this grade. Now Anak joins Eiter, Julia Shanardi and Laura Rogora in the 9B club.
Yes. 9B, no knee pads.
Honestly, when I saw this news, I was like, didn't she already climb 9B?
I thought that was wrong.
I just thought she did by, well, anyway.
I think she's done a lot of 9A pluses.
And 9As, yeah. No, I'm kind of glad that we saw her for this season commit to this really hard route, and well, it paid off because she's on the 9B counter.
Ooh, 9B counter.
It's coming up in a sec.
Oh, we're not talking about it yet.
Not yet.
Okay, in that case, let's talk about Didier Berthod climbing some crack. In the classic 2006 climbing movie First Ascent, we were introduced to the incredible Cobra Crack, a route with an iconic middle finger jam move. The film follows Swiss climber Didier Berthod, who nearly free climbed the route, but literally fell short. Now, at age 43, Berthod has finally achieved his lifelong dream by conquering Cobra Crack at Squamish, Canada, nearly 20 years after his first attempt and following a long hiatus as a Franciscan monk. Peter Croft first aid climbed it in the 80s and gave it the grade of A2. Then in 2006, Sonny Trotter climbed the overhanging granite thin finger crack. Reflecting on Instagram, he described the climb as a major turning point, dedicating it to his supporters and his late friend Mason Earl. This milestone caps Berthod's remarkable comeback, solidifying his place among the world's top crack climbers. So Didier Berthod, from crack climber to Franciscan monk, back to crack climber, up the thing, down the, yeah.
He's talking about the iconic middle finger move.
Yeah,
yes.
there's a move where they have to go like that, stick the middle finger in the thing, and it only works for the middle finger because it signifies that you are saying to the rock, you can't take me, I will survive.
I will
do it.
Yes.
Plus it's the right finger to fit in the crack, isn't it? Mm-hmm. When the crack's that thin, the detail is
you can
important.
like elevator it, which I guess is really difficult though.
Elevator it.
Like, and need small fingers.
Anyway, I've heard that you've got some interesting news coming up, which is a bit of a roundup about what's been happening in the climbing world.
Well, I've got a couple of like snippets that we saw over the past week that were really exciting. First of all, Janja Garnbret sending Bugeleisen. I thought you were gonna pronounce it. Yes, thank you. So first female sent, she did the stand start like a year ago, and now she came back for the sit start.
Bugeleisen sit start.
But what was impressive about her doing it was just the fact that she floated up this 8C boulder like in any other comp boulder and all. And she did it twice for the video. Because, you know, you gotta get a good video out of it.
Gotta get a good little bit of love for Janja Garnbret in the show.
Yes. Next is El Cap news, or Alex Honnold free solos again El Cap, but he actually just sent like East Buttress, which is on the side of El Cap, and it's a little, well, it's not the whole face like he free soloed in the past, but he posted he's back in the valley and he free soloed East Buttress on Middle Cathedral and then went on the other side of the valley to then free solo East Buttress, and he did it in like 3 hours more or less.
Yeah.
But the first route he said it took him an hour and a half. I checked and it took me 8 hours and 46 minutes.
Oh, you did it?
Very embarrassing
Hey
at
man,
this
well
point.
done.
Yeah, but
Nice.
how can... And I said I was gonna die multiple times. He didn't, and he free soloed it.
Don't compare yourself to Alex Honnold.
No,
That's
but
just
like
annoying.
I just don't understand the time, like how it's possible. Only the approach took us 20 minutes.
I don't know, he just like
That was
keeps...
probably 2 pitches
When you
already.
watch him, he doesn't look like he's going at fast speed, he just like goes and goes and goes and move after move
So
after move after
impressive.
move after move. The big question is, now he's a dad, was he wearing the Black Diamond Air Free Solo bag?
No, maybe he was wearing though the base jumping backpack. Maybe.
Underneath his check shirt.
Yes, I think it was a red
Possibly.
shirt. And then what else? Oh, just some track coming news from Europe. Because Céline Kensel and Jean-Jean Elie, they both like did a double send of Le Voyage in a note, and that's an E10 AB plus trad route. Like starts off with a crack, and then there's like a super, I don't know, delicate and like small fingers crux to then go into another crack. So a really cool route.
Nice.
So
Great effort.
yes, and such a cool route to be honest. And that's it for the news.
90 counter.
It's 9B counter time.
Wow, it's been a while since we heard that music. I kind of thought that Flo, the editor, might find some more graphics and stuff, but he's just stuck with that, which is fine, Flo. We don't mind.
You have
but,
time, like 6 months.
No time like the present to change things up, and might as well just keep the new show the same, I guess.
But I do have the 9B counter.
You've been keeping track.
Believe it or not, I have.
That's
so,
amazing.
2024 started off with Solveig, who could have climbed a 9A, but then she decided to give it a personal grade to 8C+. So she's actually not on the counter, but I thought might as well mention her because that's a really good effort, because she climbed the Scata Masters. And then the year actually starts off with Alex Megos sending Chris Sharma's Sleeping Lion, so he gets 1 point. Jorge then followed and also sent Sleeping Lion, so he gets 1 point. Then Tom Bolger made the first ascent of Ellie and proposed the new 9B in Margalef, so he gets 1 point. Michaela Kirsch then climbed Vittima Perfecta, a 9A plus in Margalef, and she gets 2 points.
2 points.
And then a lot of things happened while we were away. Tanguy Merard has done the first ascent of Annie Graal and proposed the grade of 9B. So yeah, he gets 1 point. And then someone who knows a thing or two about 9Bs, Sebois, made the first ascent of Lithium in Pixon Loop and proposed the grade of 9B. Another point. And then we got our current leader of the 9B counter, Anak Verhoeven, with 3 points for Planta de Shiva.
Well done, guys. Great effort. Great effort, Teresa, for keeping it.
Wait, yes,
Sure,
no,
Karen?
sorry, no, and then to keep it in the family, it's not really a 9B, but I witnessed it, so that's why it's in the new show. But Jorg sent Papi Chulo, a 9A plus,
Who's Jorg?
Verhoeven. That's why to
Verhoeven.
keep it in the family.
Ah,
'Cause
right.
They have the same name, but they're not really the same family. But they've got the same family name.
They're not even from the same country.
No. Anyway, he sent Papi Chulo, a 9A plus, and what was surprising that he sent his first 9A 20 years ago.
Ah.
It's like 20 years later, a 9A plus. There's somebody who will be very soon, I feel, someday in the future on the 9B counter. David Bermudez Carbonell. David sent 3 9As this year alone, and he's like 14, 15.
Amazing. Nice. 9B counter, well done. I'm impressed. I see the box, I see the thing.
That was my procrastination.
Did that without the help of Steve, who normally helps you.
Yes.
Steve, Tim,
Steve.
Jim. Whoever helps us normally, you can come back and help us again, but I don't think
If
we need to help
anything is
anymore.
missing, let us know.
Yeah, exactly. There
Some
might well be.
things, yeah.
There might well be. Next up, media. Now, we spoke about this a little bit before, and I thought we'd show a little clip of the latest round. It's a Svana Björnsson documentary series that we've got going on Epic TV at the moment. Here is a little clip.
Je vais vous demander d'applaudir Svana Björnsson.
We realized that I would need to take part in as many World Cups as possible in 2023. My life changed drastically because all of a sudden I need to take all my stuff and go for 6 months on the road. I had to leave everything basically. End of May I left for a whole summer of competitions.
So that is the latest episode from Svana. You can watch it on Epic TV. What else have we got coming up at the moment? We've got a new episode of La Sportiva Living Legends coming up.
Ooh, about what?
That is about on-sighting, and it's with Silvio Refo. It's coming out of Arco. It's very interesting. It's him going around trying to on-sight some really hard routes.
Do we have a clip or not yet?
Not yet, but it's coming. Maybe next week. Oh, I missed saying that, actually.
Yeah.
We're going to be back next week. Right, next up, shop stuff.
Indeed. Where's the shop stuff?
Get it.
Oh.
One. You have that
Two.
one. I'll have that one.
Okay. So basically, this comes into this box. I don't know the name
That's good,
of this.
right? Nice. This is the MX Edge from Lattice.
A whole new way of hangboarding. Hangboarding basically has gone out of style, and lifting weights with a mini portable hangboard is in style in the training regime.
And it's good for like warming up as well at the crag. Take it in your bag. This is super nice. We've been like putting these together with this thing called a tin deck, which is like how you measure the force, well, your finger strength basically. And that's a really good way. But then also you can use it with like weights, pickups, hang off stuff. Hang on it.
I gotta say, tin deck plus this makes an excellent party game for climber.
That's true.
How much can you lift? How much can you pull?
How many fingers can you pulley?
How many pulleys can you pop?
How many pulleys can you pop?
It also comes with this really nice instructional instruction manual. So you don't have to watch a Lattice video, but they do have that as well on this.
Yeah.
And a possible training routine that you can do with it.
And they come in two different sizes, MXL and MXS. And you get them now in the Epic TV shop. Also, if you're a La Sportiva lover, we've got La Sportiva back in stock.
Approach shoes, normal shoes, climbing shoes.
Climbing shoes.
Those are normal shoes nowadays.
Right, we're going to have to do it 2 minutes later because I forgot to do comment of the week.
Oh yeah,
we don't have comment of the week.
Comment of the year?
Comment of the year, maybe not. Let's just say that it's now open for service again. Comment of the week. What do you want to say? Let us know in the comments below.
Your best comment will be, the funniest comments will be picked.
Exactly. And if they're really, really good, then we'll get someone special to read them out next week. Might be me, might be Teresa.
Or Tay-Tay.
It might be somebody else. It won't be Tay-Tay.
But I'll see her.
Oh yeah, going to the concert. Like
I'm so ready. Look, the lakes.
The lakes.
Because this weekend we're going to the lakes.
Arc'teryx
Academy.
Arc'teryx.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Arc'teryx Academy. We've got to speak about that. That's happening this weekend. If you're around Lake District, we're going to be there. I'm not going to be there. You're going to be there with a cameraman.
See you there.
We gotta go.
Come to do like hanging interviews. I promise it will be fun and really painful.